You have been told to fight a war inside your own head, to silence the thoughts, to conquer the mind. But have you ever noticed that the one fighting is a thought? The one trying to create silence is the source of the noise. And is not this amusing? We exhaust ourselves fighting a war that exists only in our imagination. It is rather like a dog chasing its own tail. Lots of frantic activity, but the tail was never actually separate from the dog. This phantom conflict is the source of all spiritual exhaustion. Imagine trying to smooth a wrinkled piece of silk with a hot clenched fist. The very act of forceful effort creates more wrinkles than it smooths. Your mind is this delicate silk. The limiting thoughts are the wrinkles, and your frantic desire to fix them is the clenched fist. But here is what nobody tells you. You cannot force the mind into submission. It does not respond to violence. It only responds to awareness. So how do we unclench the fist? We turn our attention away from the wrinkles and toward the very fabric of our being. And the thread that connects the thinking mind to this deeper fabric is the breath. Now, before we speak of using the breath, let us be clear about something. Have you ever actually found your breath? Look now. Where is this breathing happening? Is it in your chest, your nose, or does it simply appear in awareness, like waves appearing in the ocean? Notice right now, there is something that knows you are breathing. This knowing itself never comes or goes. It is not disturbed by shallow breaths or enhanced by deep ones. This knowing presence is what you are. The breath is your most intimate teacher. It has been with you since your first moment and will carry you to your last. Yet how often do you actually meet it? Not think about it, not control it, but simply rest in its presence. The breath is utterly present. It holds no opinion, tells no stories, carries no baggage from the past. It is simply and always now. When you place your attention on it, you are not running from your thoughts. You are anchoring yourself in a reality that is more fundamental than thought. And here is the beautiful secret. The thinking mind cannot truly focus on two things at once. It creates the illusion of multitasking, but its spotlight of attention is singular. When you deliberately place that spotlight on the physical sensation of the breath, the cool air entering your nostrils, the gentle rise and fall of your chest, the energy that was fueling the endless stream of commentary is withdrawn. Thoughts come and go like waves on the ocean. You would not try to stop the waves. That would be absurd. Instead, you notice that you are not the waves at all. You are more like the ocean itself. Vast, deep, fundamentally undisturbed by the surface activity. The thoughts do not vanish because you have attacked them. They dissolve because you have stopped feeding them. They are like clouds passing through the vast open sky of your awareness. Before you were lost in the clouds, believing you were the storm. Through the breath, you reclaim your position as the sky itself, the silent, unmovable witness to it all. Now, there is something rather wonderful that begins to happen quite naturally. It is not about controlling the breath, but about listening to its wisdom. As you breathe in, simply notice the sensation without labeling it. Feel the breath as pure energy, life force entering the body. But notice who is feeling this. What is it that remains constant while the sensations of breathing change? The breath comes and goes, but the awareness of breathing remains. You are not the breath. You are that which knows the breath. As you inhale, rest in this knowing presence. This is your anchor to the present moment. Not the breath itself, but your awareness of breathing. Then on the exhale, you perform the gentlest act of release. If a thought has appeared in your awareness, a worry, a memory, a judgment, you do not push it away. You do not analyze it. You simply let it ride the out-breath like a leaf floating down the stream. The exhale becomes a physical sigh of surrender, allowing the thought cloud to drift away on its own, revealing the clear sky that was always there. Inhale, rest in aware presence. Exhale, let thoughts be as they are. It is the gentlest of rhythms, a dance between being and allowing. The very effort to achieve effortlessness is itself an effort. The desire to be desireless is still a desire. Do you see the cosmic joke? The mind trying to transcend the mind is like trying to bite your own teeth. So we stop trying. We simply rest. When you continue this simple, gentle practice, something remarkable begins to happen. The gaps between thoughts grow longer. But more importantly, you begin to recognize yourself not as the thoughts, but as the silent, aware space in which the thoughts appear. Can you locate where your thoughts are happening? Are they in your brain? In space? Or do they simply appear in awareness, like images on a screen? The screen is never damaged by a violent movie or improved by a beautiful one. The screen remains, allowing all experiences to play out upon it. This is the great discovery at the heart of all wisdom traditions. The you that you have taken yourself to be, the narrator, the worrier, the personality, built from memories and plans, is seen to be a temporary pattern of energy. The real you, your true nature, is the unchanging awareness that witnesses it all. Limiting thoughts no longer have power, not because they have vanished, but because you no longer identify with them. They are no longer your thoughts. They are simply thoughts, passing weather in the vast, open sky of your being. So the struggle was never necessary. The war was never real. The very effort to stop thinking is just another thought arising in the same awareness. We end where we began, but with fresh eyes. The question is not how to fix what was never broken. The question is this: who is asking? And more mysteriously still, what is it that wants to know? Right now, as these words fade into silence, what remains? What is it that is aware of the quiet? What is it that knows it is breathing? What is present when thoughts are absent? This that knows, is what you have always been.